Good day everyone. Good day to my lecturer Madam Roslinda and my fellow classmate. I'm Naresh here and my metric number would be 0122019090071. I'm here. I would like to present about my assignment 1, which is movie review. The first movie review would be the Fate and Furious 8. The introduction would be the Fate and Furious, alternatively known as Fast 8, entitled on the screen as Fast and Furious 8. Internationally, is a 2017 American action film directed by F.F. Gary and written by Chris Morgan. It is a sequel to a Fast and Furious 7, 2015, and the 8th installment in the Fast and Furious franchise. The film stars is Vin Diesel, Downey Jason Statham, Michael Douglas, and Tyrese Gibson. Chris and Ludacris Bridge, Scott Eastwood, and Natalie Emmanuel, Elsa Pataky, Kurt Russell, and Charlize Theron. In the film, Dominic Toretto has settled down with his wife, Lethal Ortiz, until the cyber-terrorist scripture crossed him into working for her and turned against him and his team, forcing him to find the dome and take down the creeper. The plan of the 8th installment were the first announced in 2015, and the Diesel would appear Jim Lee and announce the film would be in the New York. Preparation of the film began immediately after the release of the Fast Furious 7, with the Diesel Morgan and producer Neil Hesh Morris re-signed after sitting in the initial release date in the same month. Casting took place between April and June. In October, Gary was announced to direct film in the place of James, who had directed the previous installment. Principal photography began in March 2016 in the locations such as Meriden, Havana, Atlanta, Calvin, and New York City, continuously in the franchise traditional of the filming around the world. With the estimated production budget of up to 217 million in one of the expensive film ever made. The Fate of the Furious premiered in Berlin on April 4, 2017 and was theatrically released in conventional and IMAX theaters in the United States on April 14 by Universal Pictures. The film received mixed reviews by critics who were praised from the performance action sequence, but the criticism for its stories, Dayton character, self-referential, humor and runtime. Other demand of the film universe unnecessary in the wake of the Walker's tribute in the Fast Furious 7. Despite the mixed reception for the film was a box office success, grossing over 1.2 million worldwide and making the 19th film and the second franchise after the Furious 7. The gross over 1 billion, the third highest grossing film of 2017. And also, it's grossed 54.1.9 million worldwide during the opening weekend, which made it the highest grossing worldwide opening of the time until it released Avengers Infinity War 2008. The sequel Furious 9 was released internationally in May 2021 and released in the United States in June 2021. And also, the main character will be the Dominic Toretto. When the first teaser in the Fast and Furious was released, fans were taken aback to the twist in the 9th installment of the Fast and Furious franchise would be the Dominic Toretto Vin Diesel. And also, the second would be Letty Ortiz, Roman Press, and Tej Parker. The two supporting characters will be Tegolio and Rico Santos. The impact of the player option would be the actor of the story of the Fast and Furious 8 is that each character play an important role like a Dominic Toretto. It has to save his son from the terrorists while it's divided into the two. And also, the impact of the story is the corporation saving various a situation to save the life of two loved ones. And also, the opinion of the option of each character, the story plays a very good role as the proof from the various angle as the first example which would he can be seen into dividend into the two scene, and also between he has to divide between a family and a comrade into the character, and also play an important role because it give an impact to the audience. And also the story plot would be Dominic, Toronto and Letty Oritz are on their honeymoon in Havana after defending a Derek Shaw and Moss Jackson when Dom's cousin Fernando ran into a difficult for owning money to local race Raldo. Dom challenged Raldo to a race, beating Fernando's in 1949 Chevrolet and against Raldo in 1956. And also, the conflict of the story would be Mr. Nobody has Protege arrived in the New York City to form the Dominic and his secret in the loss of hopes recorded have been cleared, and he has been offered his DSS position back. And also Derek has over his son to Dom, putting his issue to the Dom and helps aside. Dom has give his son the name of Brian and celebrate the occasion with his family. The climax element would be Dom's kill Phoenix. Dom's main goal has always been to get Letty killer. Braga is just as a bonus, so he's arrested, have tried to run away against, while Dom has checked Brian's wounds, and appropriately not the focus of the climatic moment. And the G part will be the second screenshot of other people's. This is the public review, and the H part would be the technology applied to produce the movie. In 2014, the Universal Pictures chairwoman Donna DeLegli told the Hollywood Reporter that there would be the last 3 more films in the franchise of after First and Furious 7. In April 2015, Vin Diesel stated that the possible sequel that Paul Walker used to say that it was his guarantee. And in some ways, while the brothers guarantee something, you sometimes feel like you have to make something sure to come past. And the summary would be Dominic Toretto and the Lacey enjoyed their honeymoon in Cuba when they noticed his cousin getting into trouble with Fernando for not able to pay his debt. Dominic encouraged Fernando to keep it about the cars and decided to race him for the cars. He break down his cousin and cars to make it more efficient and managed to win the heated race by a very narrow margin. Fernando gave the car to Dom out of fairness, but Dom decided to let Fernando keep it and claim that his respect is good enough. And that would be the reference. The second movie review would be the SpongeBob animated Sponge on the Run. The introduction would be in the first ever all CGI SpongeBob motion picture event, the SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, SpongeBob SquarePants, his best friend Patrick, and the Bikini Bottom gang star in the picture most epic adventure movie yet, where SpongeBob beloved pet snail Gary goes missing. A part of clues lead SpongeBob and Patrick to the powerful King President, who was the Gary held caption in the lost city of Atlantic City On their mission to save Carrie, SpongeBob and his pals team up for the heroic and hilarious journey where they can discover nothing in stronger than the powerful of the friendship. And the four character would be the SpongeBob SquarePants, Patrick Star, Squidward, and Mr. Crab. The supporting character would be the Sandy and Plankton. The impact of the player option would be SpongeBob is a good-natured, native, and athletic sea sponge. In the Sponge musical, he's abstract the species of the animal he identified. And also he's resident in the undersea city of the Bikini Bottom with other anthropomorphic aquatic creature. His work as a fry cooker at a local fast food restaurant, the Krusty Krab. And also the next part would be the story plot. In the Bikini Bottom, Plankton works on a new plan to steal the Krabby Patty formula, while the Karen argues that SpongeBob is actually responsible for all his previous failure and not Mr. Krab. The same rights, the Plankton sneak into the Krusty Krab and scan into the Krabby Patty burger to print the formula. But SpongeBob indeed caused the Plankton to fall all a deep fry to lose the formula with all of the searching for the kiss key. The leads Plankton to understand that Karen was the right in the suspicion. And the story conflicts would be the king of president in the first scene admires his look and talking about them in a chancellor. Suddenly Poseidon noticed that a wrinkle on his face and requests his royal snail so he can use the smile to rid of the wrinkles, and he put the snail off his face and learned that the snail and another at once. And also the next would be the on the road of the Atlantic City. SpongeBob and Patrick watch the president and use Gary for this face to the mirror of. Meanwhile, when SpongeBob and Patrick finally arrive at the Atlantic City, they quickly start a song together, but suddenly the Sponge spot a Gary near the Poseidon and rush over to him. And the next would be the climax elements. After the chase scene, the gang hide in a knight among the leading and to intense climax with the guard fighting the knight being controlled by SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Mr. Krab, and Sandy and Plankton. They are all rounded by a Poseidon. However, it's revealed that he had found the whole order by the deciding that he agreed to let them go. The handover scary SpongeBob is destroyed by his proposal, but the Sage appears and remains the yellow sponge that the course he needs to comfort inside him. And the next would be the screenshot of pupil review. These are the pupils review, and the technology applied to produce the movie would be the adventure of the most famous and incredibly optimistic sea sponge and his friends are floating into the United States. The SpongeBob movie, The Sponge on the Run, has been part of the launch category Paramount on March 4, and it's how available on Apple TV, Prime Video, Vudu, and other digital stores. It's a great pleasure to know that SpongeBob Adventures Sponge in the first 3D phases animation are finally available many pupils as possible. The fully respect the franchise, the team Micros Animated paid a particular attention translating the content to 2D to 3D. And also the design and animation of the character were also demanding in order to preserve in spirit of the original series, the individually and personally of each protagonist. The team has recorded the design and the characters. The summary would be, after the SpongeBob beloved pet snail Gary, Snail and Patrick embark on an epic adventure of the Lost City, Atlantic City, to bring Gary home. When SpongeBob's SquarePants pet snail Gary gets kidnapped, the Poseidon and taken to the Lost City of the Atlantic City, he has his best friend Patrick Star must go on the rescue mission to save him from the discreetly plan of the president before it's too late. And that's all from myself. Let's see the trailer of the first movie, which is The Fate and the Furious.
All right, team, listen up. This crew is about family, but the game has changed now. Dominic Toretto just went rogue.
You gonna turn your back on family? I know it looks bad. Don't give up on him so easy.
We've only got one chance to make this family whole again.
Don't do this, Dom.
You ready?
One thing I can guarantee, no one's ready for this.
She's the very definition of high-tech terrorism.
There's thousands of cars in this city, and now they're all mine.
Now I know what it feels like to be every cop ever chasing us. Wait! Ah! Oh, damn!
London, Abu Dhabi, Cuba. Our paths have crossed before, Dom. You just didn't know it. I think I need to remind you why you chose to be here.
I got no choice.
If you're gonna catch Dom, you're gonna need a little help.
You want to tell me why you just put me in a room with this tea and crumpets eating criminal?
You know, I think that tight t-shirt's cutting off the circulation of your brain. You should get bigger size.
You guys are gonna work together.
Love to.
I've been waiting for this. We got a tank. Now it's my turn. Boom, baby.
They just don't give up, do they?
You thought this was gonna be a street fight.
It's out, torpedo!
Take the wheel.
What? This is crazy!
Alright, you get style points for that one.
Woo!
I don't know why you're doing this, but I know one thing. You love me. Fire!
Hang on to your ass.
Dom!
I love my life. I love you so much, Gary. I'll never forget the day we met.
Ready! Hello, little snail. What's your name? Gary, huh? Do you want to be friends? Me too.
Gary, I'm home. Gary? Gare Bear? Gary? Oh, Gary! Have you seen Gary?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Gary's been snail napped.
Next year, the search begins.
Friends don't let friends go on dangerous quests alone.
With all new faces.
Hello. Call me Sage.
Good name.
I'm made out of sage and I am a sage, so it works out pretty well.
I'm Patrick. My name means toaster in Celtic.
Pretty sure it doesn't.
The most amazing places.
The lost city of Atlantic City.
Boy, I hope we don't lose focus.
Look, I wouldn't worry about us losing.
Cotton candy.
Ice cream.
Churros.
And a hero
Let it ride, Patrick! Let it ride! Woo!
you can bet on.
Put it on L.
Patrick, that's not an L, that's a 7.
7 starts with an L. Oh, that's weird.
The SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run.
This is gonna be like a buddy movie.
Oh, I love your sense of irony, Patrick.
Thank you. I love my sense of ironing too.
That's all for myself. Thank you for watching.